Ferdinand. It would be nice to A-rank Ferdinand with Edelgard. And then that's pretty much it, right? That's what it looks like. The B rank with Balthus would have been nice, but we're just kind of giving up on that one. I'll avoid the ending spoiler, but I think I may pick this game up, so it'll have to stay on the background for now. Oh, Jet, I really think you would love it. I think you would love these characters above all else. The gameplay is fun. It's great. I'm never 100% sure on what you'll like gameplay-wise, because I know you're mostly into like turn-based stuff like with Persona 5 Royal, but it is very fun. But I think you would adore the characters for sure. The characters, the supports, the story, all really good.
Counting on you both.
I enjoyed Strikers, but I do tend to do a lot of flailing. That's right, I always forget that Strikers is a Warriors game. I said this like 2 streams ago too. Like, Strikers just never registers in my brain that it's a Warriors game. It absolutely is. I'm not trying to say it's not or anything, but it just never comes to mind. Whenever I think of Warrior games, I just think of this and then the 2 Hyrule Warriors games. It's the only things I can think of. Oh no, can I only use Edelgard once? Can I have Edelgard... What if I have Edelgard do a different task? No, she's just out. So we can't use chores to get as many support points as I thought. Did that even get Edelgard and Bernadetta enough? It did get Edelgard and Bernadetta to A. Maybe I should have done Ferdinand instead of Bernadetta, but we did get that. So I'm just going to miss Edelgard's A rank with Ferdinand then. I could have them eat a meal together, but I don't think that's going to give them enough. Decisions. If you bring her on a battle, she'll be ready again. Oh, to do chores again? Maybe we'll throw in one more paralog fight before the end of the game, then. Because then I can get Edelgard to her A rank with Ferdinand. Let me look at who else I want to try and get up. I could get Hubert and Ferdinand a lot of points right here. It would give them their B rank. Maybe get them to A? No, I gotta do Hubert with Monica. Gotta do Hubert with Monica. I think I'm gonna get Hubert and Monica's A rank, and then that's that. I'm just going to pass on his A rank with Ferdinand and Lysithea. But I'm going to get him and Monica to their A rank. I want to see their A rank for sure.
Care to make yourself useful?
No battles to do it. The record keeper doesn't reset. It's only a normal battle. Oh, that's unfortunate, so I can't do that then. But if that's the way it goes, that's the way it goes. I mean, there's literally nothing I can do, dude. There we go.
I am amazed we met.
Indeed. We all must do our fair share.
Unselfish volunteer. Is there anyone else that I'm looking at like, man, I really want this A rank? I can get my A rank with Yuritsa just by pointing stuff. Or by giving a gift. Okay, so my A rank with Yuritsa. Byleth and Geralt done. Shamir, I don't really think so. I wanted to try... You know what? Let's have Shamir and Happy do a thing together here and see if that gets them to their A rank. If it does, great. If it doesn't, then it doesn't. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm not seeing anything that Shamir and Happy match up on. Is Happy cool with doing this? Actively dislikes it. Is Shamir cool with this? Yes, we'll do it here. Shamir and Happy, see if that gets them their A rank. If it does, great. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
Counting on you.
I sure.
Only got nice. That's unfortunate.
We all must do our
Not
fair
getting
share.
like a perfect there probably cost me them getting their A rank. Yeah, they didn't get it. How close are they, though? Not at all. All right, we're not going to get their A rank, unfortunately. The designs are so great. Oh, the characters are all amazing in this. Well, maybe not all. Some of the characters kind of suck, like Lorenz. But, like, there are so many incredibly good designs. Such a silly thing to notice. It's the end of the game for you, but the designs are good. It's not silly to notice. The designs in this game are fantastic. Like, 90% of the designs, they all just hit. They're all amazing. I absolutely love the look of, like, all of the characters. They've all got such sick outfits going on. All right, is there anyone else? Does Dorothea have anyone else I want to try and get her support up with? Caspar. Dorothea and Caspar. Have them do something together.
Care to make yourself useful?
Still so upset that I wasn't able to get Felix in this playthrough. If characters do end up getting paired off at the end, I want it to be known ahead of time that whoever Dorothea ends up with, I reject that headcanon. She ended up with Felix somehow, some way.
Counting on you both.
Let's get it. Oh, yeah.
We got this. All right, great. That might have been enough.
We all must do our fair share.
Might have been enough to get them to their A rank. It was not. So close. I needed a perfect. I might load up a quick paralog battle and throw Caspar and Dorothea into it just to, or not a paralog, but an auxiliary, just to give them enough affinity to get that done. Let's do Monica and Hubert's A rank. Dude, we've just been doing supports for like an hour. It's the end of the game, you know? That's how it goes.
Oh, what a mess. I've really done it this time.
Yeah, Jet didn't finish Three Houses. She played some of it, though. I think, Jet, you could play the Black Eagles route in this game without having played Three Houses, though. You might miss out on some minute details because the game does expect you to have played Three Houses. They throw out some stuff that is, like, you recognize and you're like, oh, yeah, I know, like, they say it in passing and you don't need to know more. But if you did play Three Houses, then you would have a better understanding, but you don't need it. So I think you can just play... Because I'm sure you'll pick Black Eagles. You can play Black Eagles for sure, I think.
Her Majesty is the kindest person I know, so she's likely not upset with me, but I still cannot bring myself to face her.
Hello, Monica. What brings you to this particular wall for conversation?
What do you want, Hubert?
Wait a minute, say that again, Robbie Damon.
Hello, Monica. What brings you to this particular wall for conversation?
Dude, Hubert has absolutely gone up in my rankings with this game. I like Hubert so much more in Three Hopes than I did Three Houses.
I lack the energy to keep you company right now, so please just leave me alone.
You have to have a lot of energy to keep Hubert company because he constantly saps joy from everything around him.
Very well. I thought you might be interested to know that Lady Edelgard was overcome with grief, as she told me how deeply she regrets wounding you with her words. But as you desire solitude, I will endeavor to keep that to myself. Good day.
She did? And wait, did you not just tell me what she said?
Hmm? Oh, not at all. I was merely speaking to myself.
There was a painting in Her Majesty's chambers and... subtlety is not my strong suit, to put it lightly. I asked her whose child had scribbled on such an expensive canvas, before realizing Her Majesty had actually painted it herself.
What foolish child took their crayons over this $500 canvas and then Edelgard is standing in the corner, tears streaming down her face with like a paintbrush in hand.
So she didn't hurt me, I hurt her. Oh, I'm so ashamed.
Lady Edelgard can be quite sensitive, despite how she carries herself. Perhaps she was so stunned by your comment that she made a hurtful one of her own in the heat of the moment.
We gotta call together the Edelgard fan club for this moment. We all have to come together to fix this. I mean, you got 2/3 of the fan club right here. Or half if you count Dorothea in the fan club. It's Hubert, Monica, me, and then Dorothea's a part-time member.
You need not let it weigh upon you. Such events are commonplace for me as well.
Hubert reminds me of Jade Curtis a little bit. Yeah, from Tales of the Abyss, they got some similarities for sure. I can see that.
You amaze me, Hubert. How are you not beside yourself at Her Majesty's every utterance? I know I said that I wanted to become her servant, but now I think it may be impossible.
Can't be a good servant if you can't tell your master that her bad paintings are actually good.
Her Majesty is so radiant. I'm not sure I possess the fortitude to bask in that glow every minute of the day.
Basking in the glow of Edelgard every day. I wish that were me.
Perhaps some distance between us is better for me.
Do you truly believe that? Even though you now have an opportunity to become her servant?
By the way, I just want to throw it out there. There's truly nothing more fitting and iconic than Hubert and Monica's A-rank support being about Edelgard.
Wait, I do?
Once this war is settled, Her Majesty will endeavor to tear down the entire concept of the nobility. Her first action will be to separate territory from title, making it so that being a noble no longer means one must lord over some plot of land somewhere. Once she does this, I rather suspect you could remain at her side, even if you do inherit your family's title.
You're right. How could I have failed to realize that? I have heard her talk about her plans so many times before, but I never considered what an impact it would have on me. I am such a fool.
Not at all. You simply illustrate what it is to be part of the established system. One is not easily shaken from its structure. This is why Her Majesty takes such drastic measures to rid us of the accepted practice of categorizing individuals as either noble or common.
Honestly, I don't believe there's another more suited to serving Her Majesty than you. But I still will not give up. I'm going to become her servant too, and show everyone a new way of life for the nobility, and for whatever lies beyond. Which means I cannot simply stand here in this state of indecision. There is much work to do.
I suspected she might be stopped in her tracks for but a moment. And indeed, she has gone and left me in the dust. Well, I cannot permit myself to be left behind in such a fashion. I must keep making progress of my own. Hello, Monica. What brings you to this particular wall for conversation?
So funny. What is it about this particular wall that has caught your fancy this day? Edelgard and Bernadetta's A rank.
What is Talus plotting? Will the capital be all right? If another imposter... Who's there?
Lady Edelgard? Is that you?
Bernadetta? What are you doing here at this hour?
Oh, well, I was maybe sort of hoping to hole up here for a while. This is one of my go-to spots when I want to be alone.
In that case, I apologize for intruding.
Oh, it's really not a big deal or anything. Lady Edelgard? Is everything alright? You seem, well, kind of down. If something's bothering you, I'd be happy to listen. If you don't mind talking to me, I mean.
Thank you, but I wouldn't know where to begin. Once the Emperor starts rattling off her many woes, you're likely to be trapped here forever.
Bernadetta's dream scenario.
Actually, that isn't what I meant.
Then, what did you mean?
Do you remember that time you told me how my curse was lifted? And then you started to say that yours was too? Well, I've been worried that curse has been eating away at you the way mine did with me. Is that why you're here all alone in the middle of the night?
I wasn't expecting you to see right through me quite so easily. But you're right. Something is eating at me. There is an enemy I thought I'd fought and beaten, which I believed freed me from my curse. Alas, that was wishful thinking. My enemy is still alive. And worse yet, he is not alone.
That sounds terrible. But I know how that feels. I've been struggling too. If I stay outside too long, I end up being seized by this panic that makes me want to hide away again. I guess I'm still learning how to deal with it.
That's how life is, Bernadetta. We all bear our scars. but the only thing we can do is keep going. The idea that nestling up to someone and being kind will make all of their pain disappear is nothing more than fantasy. That's simply not how such things work.
It's a mean old world, that's for sure.
But that's no reason to despair. After all, what are we fighting for but a world in which people are no longer left with scars like yours and mine? A world in which the people who wish to stand out can do so, while those who remain on the sidelines have their choice honored as well. That is the future we're building together.
Do you really think we can do it? Because if you do, I'm going to fight right alongside you, and then celebrate by locking myself in my room.
I'd say that's perfectly acceptable, so long as you've taken care of the things you need to do.
Aww, but doing things is the hard part. Stop being so difficult, world.
Yeah, world, screw off. All right. This is it. This is the last check. I think we're good with Hubert. He's not going to get his supports with Ferdinand and Dorothea or Lysithea. Lysithea would have been my top pick there. Not going to happen. That's fine. Edelgard, just support with me. I would have liked to have seen her A rank with Ferdinand. Don't think it's going to happen. Same with Balthus. I did. We're so close on Dorothea and Caspar getting to see their A rank. I might throw them in a battle real quick to see if we can get it with them. Do I want to get my A rank with Mercedes? I wouldn't have minded seeing Mercedes stuff with Caspar, but, you know. Again, you can't see every support, right? Like, not unless you're doing NG pluses and, like, trying to really push the letter, etc., etc. Any others with Happy? I think she and Shamir had an A rank that I didn't get to, unfortunately. She and Constance had an A rank that they didn't get to. Oh, wait. I can have Dorothea and Caspar share a meal. We need to do some meals before the final fight anyway. I think I'm just going to get Dorothea and Caspar's A rank because they're two of my favorite characters. And then I think we just do the Byleth A rank and the Edelgard A rank. And then we finish the game, chat. I think that's how I'm going to do it. I think, yeah, and right here, perfect setup. I think that's how I want to do it. And then I don't know what I'm going to stream on Wednesday. No idea. Did I really get a nice with all of the upgrades I have? You kidding me, video game? It should still get Dorothy and Caspar to their A rank, though.
Oh, this Come back whenever you're hungry.
I hope it did, at least. Otherwise, I'm going to be a little upset that I got a nice. Okay, it did. Good. So we've got 3 more supports to watch. And then I want Awakening Gauge feels faster and other Gauge feels faster. Doesn't really matter. Just get some morale up in case I use them in combat in this final fight. Ah, is this great or perfect? Great, I'll take it. Solid.
No.
This.
Bum, bum, bum,
Come back whenever you're hungry. Hunger is the true enemy.
Warrior Gauge feels much faster. Maybe I'll do my A rank with Mercedes. Let's see if this gets you your B rank with Balthus. I don't think it'll give you enough, but if it does, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Solid. Thank you.
Come back whenever you're hungry. Hunger is the true
Last activity point, chat. We have Awakening Gauge feels faster, Warrior Gauge feels faster, weapon durability loss is greatly reduced. I think I would rather greatly fill the Warrior Gauge at the start of battle. Is there an option for both of them, even if it's less? Slightly fills both? Slightly is so little, though. Instead of slightly on both, I think I'd rather have greatly fills Warrior Gage at start.